Hey guys, welcome to Insight Tennis Tour Stroke Series. My name is Rick Oldroyd and I'm the president and founder of Insight Tennis. I'm also the head pro. Today we want to talk to you a little bit about the volley, and specifically a type of volley that I think that I see a lot of people struggle with. And I think that it's because they just haven't been taught, in my opinion, the right way to do this. And so we want to help you with that today in today's video, and that is the low volley. When you're coming in, if you're playing doubles and you're serving volleying and you're coming in and you may not get in quite as far as you want to, or if you're at the net and someone really dips the ball down to your feet, you're going to have to use a low volley. And one of the biggest mistakes that I see in my students is that they tend, and I think people in general do, they tend to bend when the ball, and I'm here and I'm relaxed, I'm ready for my volley, right, at the net. Well, the ball comes and it's dipping down, right? So my natural tendency is just reach down with my racket, and notice that I'm bending at the waist, and I got really nothing to work with here, okay? So that's the problem. Now let's talk about the solution. This is a fairly easy shot if you use the right biomechanics and the right technique, and you allow the physics, the laws of physics rather, to work for you. So here's what we want to do. Instead, when the ball comes, I want to get down to the level of the ball. Notice that I'm bending my knees to get down to the level of the ball, right? So let me do that again. So instead of, oh, the ball's coming to my feet, notice that I'm bending at the waist, not at the knees. Even if I get down to here, there's nothing to work with. So once again, I'm ready in position, the ball is coming, and I can see that it's dipping down low. I'm not going to be able to take it, get in enough to take it at a higher position. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to take it here. Now notice also, my wrist is still even with my racket. It's not down here or slightly above if I can do that. But this is probably okay, but I don't want this relationship to break down here. Now, that's the first thing. So simply, instead of bending at the waist, you want to bend at the knees and get down to the level of the ball. Now, we have to also create lift, and we have to get the ball up over the net on this shot. So this is the other mistake that I see. Most people, club players, recreational players, and even some advanced players, tend to try to lift the ball up over the net, right? So they get down okay, and then they do this and try to lift. First of all, it's going to be a weak shot. It's going to sit up for your opponents, or it might even go long, okay? What we need to understand about this is that we've created, if we use the right technique, we can use the laws of physics to create the lift that we're looking for without having to create it with our arm. So what do I mean by that? Well, I'm here and I'm ready position. The ball comes, I'm down to the level of the ball, but notice my racket face is open. If all I do is go through that ball slightly, you're going to see that the ball hits on those strings and there's plenty of lift because my racket face is open. Now, if I have my racket face too closed, clearly it's going to go into the net. So that little swing through the ball, soft hands, little squeeze at impact, as we've talked about before, is what's going to create that lift. So let me demonstrate. So the ball is coming, I'm down, boom. Just that little move right there. Notice that it's a teeny little move, but it's going to create the lift that I need. And it's the same thing on the backhand. Exactly the same thing. I'm down, I make contact, and I'm going through that ball slightly, but because my racket face is open, it's going to create the lift that I need, but will also have some pace and some penetration. You can hit a very, very offensive volley if you'll do this, even from back here. If you get caught here coming in off the serve and you make your first volley here, and sometimes it's a little lower, right? You can get that ball back deep if you're in this position or if you're in that position. So again, two things to take away from this. One, when the ball is hit low to you on your volley, you bend at the knees, not at the waist. You get down to the level of the ball. Number two, you want to make sure that your racket face is slightly open to create the lift up over the net and get it deep in the court so that you can recover and get ready for the next shot. If you'll look at that, and if you'll practice that the next time you're out there, try this out. Have someone feed you a ball and have them feed it low, and so that you have to step in and get used to this, okay? You have to step in here, and I'm gonna get used to coming in, taking the ball here, but notice I've got that open racket face. Same thing on the backhand side, taking the ball here, open racket face. And you're gonna start to feel how you can control that ball and take a shot that's normally very defensive and turn it into offense. Hopefully that's going to be helpful for you. If you like this video, please click the link below, subscribe to our channel, Insight Tennis, visit our website at insighttennis.com. Also, send in your videos, leave any comments, questions. We love to hear from you, love to hear your thoughts. That's how we learn, is by interacting with each other and asking questions. But there's a video section, or video analysis section rather, on the website that I want to bring attention to. I think a lot of times people are a little reluctant perhaps to send in their videos because they think it's, you know, they might be a little shy and it's going to get put out on the internet or whatever. We will absolutely respect your privacy. We will not put your video online. If you request that we do not do that, more than happy to not do that, but we want to help you out. I think there's an opportunity here to really help a lot of people. We can take a look at your biomechanics. There's probably some small things that you're doing that will make a massive impact if you can correct them, first of all, in terms of understanding, and then secondly, in terms of implementation. So once again, hopefully this is helpful for you. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the channel if you would as well. And as always, visit the website at insighttennis.com. Constantly evolving, constantly getting bigger. I say this all the time, but I'll say it again. We're relatively new to the internet industry and online instruction industry in terms of the tennis, but I'm not new to tennis. I've been playing tennis for now close to 30 years, and I've been teaching tennis at probably over 20 years now at the highest level as well. Taught players on the tour. So again, we want you to send in your videos. I think we can really help you out. If you're comfortable with having it put out there, great. If you're not, we absolutely won't do that. So as always, thank you for your time. We'll see you out there on the court.